Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jabra Evolve 2. And I have to say that these earbuds are fantastic, not just for entertainment purposes, but these are business quality earbuds that are going to step up your business presence when you're having phone calls and yes, Zoom and Teams, because these are Zoom and Teams certified. And it really means more than just the fact that they work, because let's face it, you can plug in any headphone or earbud into a phone or a laptop, tablet for that matter, and be on Teams or Zooms. But what we're talking about is having workflow where these are interconnected with it seamlessly, so you can have a Teams experience using these earbuds or Zoom for that matter. Now, the specs on these are also pretty fantastic. And in this video, we're going to go over the specs, call quality. We're going to do an EBPMAN style call quality and also audio test. So this is really going to help you understand why you'll want to pick these up. Because if you're looking to step up, again, your business presence, but still have the comfort of listening to music, watching movies, hey, and you only want one set of earbuds, well, you're going to want to check it out. So let's start talking about the specs for a second. 8 to 10 hours of audio experience, depending on if you have active noise canceling on or off. You'll be able to get 5 hours of nonstop talk time, 33 hours with the case. So you have pretty much several days here. If not, if you have a really busy day, you'll definitely be able to get this through 2 days. Now, if you happen to run out of power, 5 minutes is going to give you 1 hour of additional usage, which is pretty spectacular as well. Now, there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to these earbuds and charging, because you can charge them USB-C or Qi charged as well. So if you have a wireless charging mat, you'll be able to do that. Bluetooth 5.2, and it does have an adjustable active noise canceling solution, which also then supports multi-point, which is really important for me. So you can have this connected to your laptop and connected to your phone, and if a phone call comes in, it's going to switch automatically. Absolutely love that. And you can have at least 2 devices connected at the same time. The other thing that I do a lot of is I wear a single earbud. So you can use these in single earbud or mono mode too. Now, from a call perspective, you have a lot of flexibility. We're talking about 4 beamforming mics and 2 bone conduction sensors that are going to work in tandem to give you a great audio and call quality experience, really stepping up your audio so that you can stay as business ready as possible. It also has multi-sensor voice and Jabra Safe Tone technology that also really helps you with this peak stop type feature, that if calls get too loud or there's a sudden noise, you don't have to worry about it hurting your hearing. It has hear-through technology, which means that you'll be able to get that transparency experience where you're wearing the earbuds and still hearing things that are going on around you. Now, if you're using the actual USB adapter, you're going to be able to get 65 feet of distance with these, which is spectacular, especially if you are in either a home setting or in a business setting and you just want to walk away for a second and maybe get a coffee, go to the copy machine, whatever it is, you're going to be able to have these up to 65 feet away from the device. IP57 certified, once again, you're working out, you get caught in the rain because you're on a run, they're going to be fine. And then Zoom and Microsoft Teams certified. So, one set of earbuds that are going to work across play and work. Now in the box you get your earbuds, and you'll notice that the case is rather large, but there's a reason for that, right? So don't judge it yet. And then here what you have is a series of ear tips to give you a personalized fit, which by the way does go through an audio test to make sure that the right size. And then you have your USB-A to USB-C cable, right? So we'll set this aside now. Now, the earbuds, let's go ahead and take a look at the case. So in the back, you do have your USB-C charging port. And as I mentioned, these do support Qi charging. So this is going to work with a variety of devices that can do wireless charging. So I'm going to grab this one right here for a second. This is a portable battery that I have. And then I'm just going to place it on top of it. And then we're going to look for, let's make sure it's on. Yes, it is. We're going to look for the LED to turn on. So let's go ahead and make sure this is on. It is on. And then we'll find it, and you can see how right there it's wireless charging. Love it, love it, love it. Now, the case itself, when you open it up, you'll notice your earbuds will basically remain magnetically locked into place. It goes in really nicely. And this is why the case is a little bit larger. You're going to notice that we have here, this is the dongle, right? Now, I have used a USB-C adapter, A to C adapter, that allows me to use this on my, I'd say my iPad. my MacBook Pro, or any laptop that may not have a USB-A. But they do come in two models, right? You can have a USB-A and a USB-C mode. But if you do get a USB-A mode and you want to be able to have that flexibility, you can. Now, we're going to take these out of the case for a second, and let's go ahead and look at them for a bit. So first of all, you have that ear tip right there, and you also then have, you can see what the design looks like. Now, these are modeled against thousands and thousands and thousands of ear, I would say, shapes and types. And that's what Jabra did in order to be able to get the best fit for these. And what I like about these is that they have a lot of technology, a lot of sensors that are in there. You have your buttons here, which are physical buttons, and you can see as soon as I press it, it went green there for a second. But I'll go ahead and put these in so you can see what they look like. So these will almost disappear. You can see as I'm looking at you right now, you can see that they're very low profile. And I'm going to turn to the right, and I'm going to turn to the left. They will not fall out of your ears. So if you're shaking and doing that kind of stuff, you don't have to worry about it. If you're on a treadmill, you don't have to worry about it. These are going to stay. If you're out on a run, you're on a bike, they're not going to come off, which is really nice. They do have a great passive seal. So as soon as you put these in your ear, you get great passive cancellation going on. But then you have noise canceling. And what I like about it is that these buttons right here, if you press them, like this is one mode, and I'll go ahead and press it twice. And now it says hear through, and now I can hear myself. So it doesn't, hopefully I wasn't speaking too loud, but previously I had the active noise canceling on. And the active noise canceling works extremely, extremely well. And like I mentioned, you do have an audio or a fit test that makes sure that these are going to fit your ears really nicely. So let's talk about what is the audio experience like before we actually go and hear a reproduction. First of all, audio, bass, mids, and highs are present. Great music separation. You feel like you're in an immersive experience, especially because of the active noise canceling. And what I love is the fact that as I'm using these, I could go to the grocery store and I can have the actual transparency or hear it through on and hear everything that's going on around me, even though I still have these on. So that's really good. I've also been, listening to an audiobook and still being very situationally aware, which is also really important to me. So fatigue free as well. So I haven't really experienced any fatigue. But they do go in your ear. That's one thing that you have to be aware of as you take a look at these. So, again, great audio. Has a bass boost setting, which is what I prefer. And what we're going to do next is we're going to go into the audio test. Put on your headphones or earbuds so you can hear exactly what I hear.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell
Now next we're going to do a call quality test of the Jabra Evolve 2 in a quiet environment. If we take a look at our decibel readings, anywhere between 22 and 24 decibels of noise. Let's go and switch. Now this is what the Jabra Evolve 2 will sound like in a quiet environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is a test. Let's go ahead and add some wind to this environment. This is what the Jabra Evolve 2 will sound like with wind in the environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're making the environment much noisier. And as you can see here, anywhere between 36 to 80 decibels of noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the Jabra Evolve 2. We'll stay quiet to see how much noise is canceled, and then we'll continue with the audio test. Let's go ahead and switch. Now this is what the Jabra Evolve 2 will sound like when making a phone call in a noisy environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now this is what the Jabra Evolve 2 will sound like with an infant crying in the background. This is what it sounds like with an infant crying in the background. Now if you wonder what they sound like with a dog barking in the background, well, this is what they sound like with a dog barking in the background. Now if you're wondering what they sound like with a doorbell ringing in the background, well, this is what they're going to sound like with a doorbell ringing. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video. And I'll say. So, what do I think about the Jabra Evolve 2? Well, I've been using them now for several weeks. Highly recommend them, especially in a business setting. Being able to go from work to play is completely advantageous, and especially important to me. The ability to be able to use a single earbud is also super powerful as well. Multi-point technology, and then all the other features and how highly integrated it is to Zoom and Teams is also super important.